A lot of folks still getting out there and getting themselves all squared away. But for this guy I've got the phone right now, well, he is 2 for 2 on the season. Got his season started earlier in Florida. Only got in one race. Mother Nature was not necessarily a fan early down in Florida. But these past couple of weeks at Genesee Speedway, Phil Vigneri III has been the man to beat. 5th to 1st in the first race of the season. And then, of course, just last week, started outside pole, got the win. He's back there Saturday. They got a busy week. They got some double features for his division and the street stocks. Then they start a new show. So if you're looking for a chance to go to Genesee and see a little bonus racing, well, this weekend might be the place to go. Let's head out to Alba. Reptile Graphics is Phil's business. He joins us. By the way, happy birthday. Just turned 30. How you doing?
I'm good, Doug.
Sounds like we're doing a little bit better than good. Tell me about the car and the wins.
Yeah, we got a couple wins here early in the year, and just shows how much work we put in this off season. I know this off season we kind of went back and did some homework and tried to do something a lot different than we did last year to try to distance ourselves, and I think we got a really good car right now.
What is it doing better maybe that maybe it wasn't doing last year? I mean, why are we doing so well right now, do you think?
I don't know. We've had a little bit of fortune, too. I can't deny that, but we've been working on our suspension, and I've just got a really good handling car right now, and I'm just working on a bunch of stuff. This off season has helped us, and going to Florida helped us a lot, learn a few things, and I think this is just the culmination of all that stuff.
Well, ideally, I've talked to enough of you guys to know that once you do find that perfect setup or something that really, really works for you, you don't get off it much, maybe just a little stagger change and a gear change. Is that where you are right now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, to be at that point this early in the year it's really good for us because, there's some years where you're kind of chasing it a little for most of the season, but we have a good baseline to start the year this early, so we're just going to kind of fine-tune on it and try not to get too complacent because I know that other guys are going to be getting faster every week, so we got to just keep on our game and try to keep winning races.
So what do we have this week with this feature from 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago that you have to make up?
So we have a makeup from 2 weeks ago that we're going to run at the start of the night on Saturday, and then we will have a regular program following.
Yeah, that was the one I think you guys were like the only Saturday track in the state to even get any laps in or something, weren't you?
Yeah, we had a couple weeks there where the rain scooted by us and we were able to get some racing in, which is really good for the track. I know they want to be open, so
sure. Yeah, so like we said, and what they're doing here, they're going to start out with the makeup features. Now, I've seen stuff done differently before when you have stuff to make up. I've seen, like, let's say his division has a makeup feature, and then they got a whole nother show. I've seen sometimes where they'll run the heats first, and then run back-to-back features with the makeup first, and then the one from earlier in the day after that. And I've also seen it where they start with a couple of features, then have a whole new program. Do you prefer one way versus the other, Phil?
I guess it's not a big deal to me, but I do like to run the heats first, just to get the car out on the track and get through that first and make sure you're locked into a good spot for that second feature. If something happens in that first one, fortunately for me, I think we're going to bring a backup car, but for some guys, there's going to be a lot of work to do in a short amount of time if there wasn't, an instance where you got some damage in that first feature.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes the track might be a little dusty early, and if you put 20 cars out there, it could make for a little messy doing. So there really is no perfect solution, is there?
I don't think so. I think I think it's a tough night no matter what way you lay it out for everybody. Just doing all that work and getting tires ready for each time and et cetera.
So does that mean a little extra tire work during the week? I would imagine if you've got them, you're going to get every tire ready you can possibly get, right?
Yeah, I do anyway, so we got a handful of tires here I get ready, but after that first feature, I know that we'll go right to work doing tires and going over our whole car and making sure that, we got a strong car for the heat and the next feature.
How many tires do we usually bring with us on a night?
Well, it feels like too many, but
I'd
probably bring probably 6 rears and 4 fronts with me.
Okay, so 10 tires in the rack, 4 on the car. So it makes for a busy day because every one of those tires has to be gone through and cut and siped and ground and all that good stuff during the week. How has the track been so far?
It's been really good. I mean, it's early in the year, so I think you expect it to be a little soft. I think you're seeing that around at a bunch of places that it's a little soft. But Genesee's been really good, and I really like racing there. I think that they did some good track work the last couple weeks to kind of cut some speed off the top, as sometimes that place can get a little top dominant, but they did take a little off the top of each end, and I think the bottom's starting to come around and getting closer to two competitive lanes of racing.
When are we going to race someplace else? Do we have something on our schedule? Somewhere else?
Yeah, so this weekend will be Genesee, and then I'm going to be at Ransomville Friday night as well.
Oh, cool.
And then next week we have a Thursday at Genesee, followed by two dirt car races, one at Ransomville Friday and one at Merrittville Saturday. So we're going to, depending on how those first two races go, the Merrittville one's still up in question, but
Sure.
That's the tentative plan right now.
All right, so things are starting to get busy, guys, as we are well into May now. How's business? Say, you're doing a lot of modified bodies, wrapping them.
Yeah, I'm still doing some race cars for some guys that are getting a late start, but also doing a lot of work for my commercial customers and all sorts of stuff here, and doing a lot of T-shirt and apparel, and you name it, we're probably doing it.
How much is an entire modified? Let's say I had a modified and I had a design. I wanted you to wrap the whole thing. How much?
So my base package starts at $950. That's design, print, and installation.
Oh, it's everything. Okay.
If you do want to add like fluorescence or chrome or any of the specialty colors, there is an additional cost with that. But if anybody is interested in some pricing and still needs a car done for the summer, just get a hold of me at the shop and I'll get that pricing to you.
And most people, when they do their modifieds, they bring the panels in and then just have them do it. But you tell me late models don't work that way. I did not know that.
Yeah, most of my late model guys, their bodies are all mounted, and so we bring those in the shop. Same with street stocks. Those bodies are mounted with bolts and rivets, so we bring those right in and do them right on the car.
Very nice. Wrap Tile, that's WRAPTILENY.com, is how you can get a hold of Mr. Vigneri. And some of you guys, even if, like, let's just say I have something in my head and I want somebody to work with me and sit there on the computer and do it, that's probably your strong suit, I would imagine.
Yeah, so we actually have a part of our site called Design Den, where you can go and look at some pre-made artwork and kind of get an idea of what kind of style you're looking for. It's got a bunch of fonts, a bunch of different stripes, so what you do when you come to me is you fill out a form, you pick a stripe package that you like, you pick a font package that you like, and then I'll just take inspiration off that stuff and make you a custom design.
Sounds like it would be kind of fun for somebody just to hop on there and do that for a little bit, right? Just play around, right?
Yeah, some people do that.
All right, so check them out, reptileny.com. Please say hi to Dad for me. I'm glad things are going well for you, and hopefully I'll get a chance to see you soon and shake your hand, man.
Sounds good.
All right, you take care. You guys hitting Blue E, I hope. Turn on those notifications. Hit the likes, all that good stuff. We're doing a little bit more. We got some stuff going on this weekend. We took a little break there for some things, but we are back now here on the channel.